Ha ha ha.
So, you're Victor Barnes. 50 years ago, there was a banquet on the Hudson River. Do you remember the family at that banquet? The Porter family, who were all slaughtered.
Are you a descendant of the Porters?
No, but I am the one the Porter family worshipped as their master. 50 years ago, Victor Barnes slaughtered the entire Porter family at that banquet. The Porter family and I shared a bond of master and servant. Now that I have awakened, it's time to collect this debt for the Porter family.
Not a descendant of the Porters? You'd better not be. Today is the day I was elected chairman. You barged into this party and addressed me by my full name. If you offer me a toast to apologize, I'll consider it.
You want me to toast you? Are you even worthy of receiving it?
How insolent! Mr. Victor is the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. How could he not be worthy of an apology toast from a junior like you?
Wine. I won't drink it. But as for the toast, fine. I call upon the heavens and the earth to grant the entire Barnes family death.
Ah,
What is the meaning of this? Before the toast, you cursed me, saying I wasn't worthy. And now, right in front of me, you're pouring the wine on the ground. You must have a death wish. What on earth is going on?
Mr. Victor.
She is gone. There is actually someone in this world who can command the heavens to decide life and death. It's him. She's back. Grandpa, I think I saw her. The person you've been waiting decades for has returned.
Death settles all debts. Porter. The Porter family's 50-year-old blood feud. I've avenged it for you.
Miss Vaughn, I noticed you didn't eat your breakfast, so I had the kitchen prepare some bird's nest. Please, have a taste. Even top-tier bird's nest is beneath her. She's certainly no ordinary woman. A month ago, a tomb was unearthed at the construction site on the east side. I nearly fell to my death while investigating it. Luckily, Miss Vaughn saved me. After you. Afterward, I invited Miss Vaughn to stay with the Porter family for a while. To my surprise, the moment she arrived, the company was revitalized. Orders skyrocketed. Miss Vaughn is the Porter family's benefactor. We must treat her with the utmost respect. Miss Vaughn, the items you requested. I personally went to the city and bought them at the auction. They've all been placed in your study.
Mr. Porter, something's wrong.
What did you say? The Barnes family has been wiped out? Miss Vaughn, please rest here for now. I have some personal business to take care of first.
After Mr. Victor passed away unexpectedly in a private restaurant booth last night, 17 members of the Barnes family have also died in a series of accidents. The police have already launched an investigation.
50 years ago, Mr. Victor killed my entire family, seized the Porter family assets, and skyrocketed to success. I thought that in this lifetime, I'd never be able to get revenge. I never expected. The Barnes family would see this day.
Mr. Victor committed so many sins that he was struck dead by lightning. This is karma.
Exactly. Karma. It serves them right to be. Hold up. Struck dead by lightning?
Grandpa once served a lady as his master. She had the power to change destiny. Unfortunately, every time she wakes up, decades have passed. I'm afraid Grandpa won't live long enough to see the day I meet her again.
It's here. She has returned. She found out the cause of the Porter family's tragic deaths and avenged them. Prepare the car to the Barnes family. I'm going to find her.
Yes, sir.
By the way, call everyone in the family over.
Yes, sir.
Dad.
I'm in a hurry to go to the city to find an old friend. While I'm away for the next few days, you must take good care of Miss Vaughn.
Her again? Dad? How much longer are you going to keep that vixen living in our house? I'm going to say it. Mom has only been gone for 2 years, and you couldn't wait to...
Miss Vaughn is my savior. Use your head.
Dead. Don't worry, just go. We will take good care of Fiona Vaughn.
Lily, you shouldn't have stopped me just now. My dad is blinded by that gold digger. He insists she's his savior. She's clearly just a mistress he's keeping on the side.
I didn't expect Dad to spoil her to this extent. If this keeps up, all our family inheritance will end up in her pocket. We can't just sit back and watch.
What should we do?
That homewrecker, doesn't she just rely on that face to seduce your dad? Well, what if she didn't have that face anymore?
Sister-in-law? If Dad finds out...
You're his daughter. She's just a mistress with no status. Why be afraid? This skincare product contains concentrated sulfuric acid. It'll ruin her face the moment she applies it. It's time she learned a lesson.
Come in.
Miss Vaughn, Dad bought this specifically for you. It's a platinum face cream. The ladies in our social circle all love using it for their skin.
Did your dad really send this cream?
Of course. My dad sent it.
If you want me to use it, just leave it there. My years of bond with the Porter family are finally coming to an end.
How'd it go? Did she take it? She did. But I've got a bad feeling about this. What if she won't find out? We'll just wait for her face to be ruined. And Dad will kick her out of the Porter family. The company's booming right now. It won't be long before we're the richest in the city. I won't allow anyone to marry him. And steal my inheritance.
Why does this smell so strange? Is it expired? No, it's not. I must be imagining things. Dad.
Jenna, tomorrow morning, a snow lotus will be delivered home. Then you take it. To Miss Vaughn.
Dad. That thing is worth 7 figures. She doesn't deserve something like that. Even when Mom was alive, you never treated her this well.
Miss Vaughn saved my life. Everything the Porter family does for her is well-deserved. Whatever. You just don't get it. How is Miss Vaughn today?
She's using a jar of cream worth tens of thousands to moisturize her face. She's doing just fine.
That's good. Miss Vaughn has very little patience. You and your sister-in-law should watch your tone and behavior. Don't ever be disrespectful to Miss Vaughn. Give her whatever she wants. Understand?
I got it. I'll make sure she's well taken care of. My face. Lily. My face. I'm scarred for life.
Jenna, what happened?
I was just using that face cream. And the smell was really weird. Once I finished applying it, my face ended up like this.
You're saying you used the cream? This smells like concentrated sulfuric acid.
It's hair. It must be that little homewrecker. She must have realized something was wrong with the cream and swapped it. I'm going to find her.
Don't be rash. Let's figure out what's going on first. Let's see if the cream we gave her yesterday is still there. If she really did swap the cream and scarred you for life, I'll make sure she pays for this. Okay.
What is it?
I noticed the calligraphy paper you've been using is almost gone. I brought some over. By the way, the steward wants you to go downstairs. He said the snow lotus Dad sent for you has arrived.
Don't touch anything in the study, especially the sandalwood box. You won't be able to handle the consequences of touching it.
I'll just leave this here and go.
It's the face cream.
Harry, open it. See if the cream is in there. If it's gone, then you being scarred for life was definitely her doing. It figures it was her.
That woman thinks that because Dad favors her, I'm powerless against her. I'm going to see Grandma right now. I'll have Grandma take care of her.
Don't touch anything in the study, especially the sandalwood box. You can't handle the consequences of touching it.
She hasn't even tied the knot with Dad yet, but she already acts like she's the lady of the house. It's just a piece of paper. Why can't I touch it? I'm Dad's own daughter. I'll see for myself what consequences I supposedly can't handle.
The spirit paper inside this box can predict all fortunes and misfortunes. With it, the Porter family could prosper for a century. I intended to give it to Harry Porter when I left the Porter family. Forget it. The Porter descendants simply don't have that kind of luck. It is also time to leave the Porter family. My bond with the Porters has ended. Watch yourself.
I ask the heavens for life or death. She's the only person in this world who can do it. It is her. The person I have waited decades for has finally returned.
Grandpa, is she really as miraculous as you say?
Her abilities are far beyond our imagination. Decades ago, she gave me a spirit paper. You only had to whisper your desires to it, and it would reveal your fortune. Back then, I rose to become one of the 3 great families. In a few short years, relied on that spirit paper. If that spirit paper hadn't been stolen, how would my legs have ended up crippled like this?
A spirit paper? To think such a miraculous thing exists in this world.
Now that Miss has returned to the world, the Thompson family's chance for salvation is right before us. Quickly, go get the car. I must go to the Porter family immediately to personally welcome her back.
Grandma, you're finally here. Your granddaughter is being bullied to death by that side piece.
Grandma, that woman is so vicious. She actually ruined Jenna's face.
My poor, sweet grandchild. Harry has lost his mind. Mistresses are just for fun on the side. How could he bring her back home? She is literally pure evil. What exactly is going on here? Speak. Harry actually cares about that mistress to this extent? If I have her punished too harshly, won't Harry turn against me?
Grandma, you have to get revenge for me. Slash that woman's face to pieces for me.
Don't cry, Jenna. Grandma will handle this for you. Go bring that little hussy to me right now.
Yes, ma'am.
For the past 2 years, this family has relied on Harry's support. I can't risk it all over something minor. Since I can't hit her or kick her out, I'll just subject her to some hazing. She's just a mistress. It's not like she can take over the Porter family. You certainly have the face of a vixen. No wonder you seduced my son-in-law into bringing you back to the Porter family to live in luxury.
Didn't Harry tell you who I am to him?
Don't tell me you're going to claim you're my dad's savior. Do you think using such a lame excuse to get in the door will make us accept you?
I've seen plenty of women like you. Poor and low class, trying to climb the social ladder with your face. You'd even resort to anything to marry into a wealthy family, targeting divorced men to hook up with. My face, why does it suddenly hurt so much?
Such insolence. This is the final bit of tolerance I have for the Porter family. It's truly pathetic that Harry has relatives like you.
Stop right there. What did you just say? Pathetic? I'd like to see who's really pathetic. Us or Uvishan.
You won't have the chance.
You dare be so rude to an elder. This power play. You're definitely going to endure today. When a mistress enters a wealthy family, what's the home training again?
Those random women who want to join a wealthy family must kneel and serve tea to the lady of this house.
My daughter has been gone for 2 years, so I'll have my granddaughter take her mom's place and accept your respect. You don't have to kneel, as long as you give Jenna a cup of tea and apologize. Since she's scarred for life because of you, I'll give you a clean slate.
Grandma has spoken, so serve the tea and apologize, Miss Vaughn.
This is the first time I've seen someone so eager to die. You want me to serve tea? Do you have the life to survive it?
Whether we can survive it is our business. But if you don't get approval from me and my sister-in-law, you'll always be nothing more than a low-rent mistress.
Serve tea and apologize to Jenna. Behave yourself in the Porter family from now on, and this scarring incident will be over.
Madam, Miss Vaughn is Mr. Porter's benefactor. Maybe we should just forget it?
Forget it? Not have the life to survive it? Use that talk to fool Harry. I'm not buying it.
My tea only asks heaven and earth for life or death. Jenna has no illness or misfortune. I can't grant life, so I can only grant death. Are you sure you want me to grant you death?
Ask heaven and earth for death? Who do you think you are?
You're full of lies. I'd really like to see today how serving a cup of tea is going to kill us.
Since that's the case, I'll grant your wish. I ask heaven and earth to open the gates and grant the 3 porters death.
She poured the tea on the floor. Jenna, she's cursing us.
Miss Vaughn, now that the tea has been served, your threats aren't working. Where's the death? My grandma hasn't even lost a single hair. I guess the price you mentioned was just listening to your empty boasts. What's going on? Why did the living room go dark? The ground is shaking so hard. Could it be? Could what Miss Vaughn said be coming true?
Coming true? She's not a psychic. Just because she's OT, do you think she can actually kill the 3 of us? It's just a chandelier exploding, making a little noise. No need for such a fuss. Stuart, go get an oil lamp.
Grandma, are you really okay?
It's just a broken light. Forget about that talk of death and endings. Aren't I still alive and well? Since you've already served Jenna the tea to apologize, the matter of the scarring is dropped.
Dropped? Too bad I won't let it go. The tea is served and the gates are open. Your karma. has already arrived.
Karma? You're still putting up that front. You really think I wouldn't dare touch you just because Harry is protecting you?
Madam, I've brought the oil lamp.
This new lighter I just bought? Why won't it light?
Coming.
Grandma.
My eyes.
How are you, Grandma?
Jenna, it hurts so much. I can't see anything.
Everything was fine. How could the lighter just explode? It can't be. We're asking heaven and earth for life and death. This is ridiculous. It must be a coincidence. Right, a coincidence.
There's so much blood. How could the injury be this bad? Steward, go get the first aid kit. Bandage Grandma's wound to stop the bleeding first. Lily, quickly, call the hospital. Grandma's eyes are definitely injured.
Okay.
I'll call them right now.
The gates open and the bells chime. This is the first life.
The first life. Everything she said before was actually true. Once the tea is served, someone must die.
Young Madame.
Lily, are you okay? Don't scare me. Grandma just had her eyes injured in the explosion. You can't. She's dead.
How can this be? Jenna, what did you just say? Lily is dead?
Grandma, she just accidentally tripped and her head hit the table corner. She's dead. How could it be such a coincidence?
Her pupils are dilated. Young Madame. She's already beyond saving. Matrone. Miss Jenna, accidents keep happening in the house. I'm afraid Miss Vaughn's words
have actually come true.
Don't say any more.
Shut up. What do you mean it works? Can a cup of tea really kill someone?
You actually believe that bullshit?
You'll regret this.
Wait until Harry gets back. He's the one who should regret it. Jenna.
Jenna's here, Grandma. Jenna's here.
Jenna, hurry and call the hospital. I don't believe. Lily could die from just a bump to the head.
Right. She can't just die like this. Call 911. There's still time. There must be time. The phone's dead.
This is a second life.
Isn't this from my 18th birthday? My dad gave. The heirloom wouldn't ring to me.
Jenna, this is the Porter family heirloom, the protective wooden ring. It was gifted by the master of the Porter ancestors. I relied on this ring back then to escape death many times. Now, I'm passing it on to you. With this, it will help you in times of crisis, and turn your misfortune into luck.
So Harry gave her the longevity ring. No wonder she survived. But her fate is sealed. Jenna escaped once, but she won't escape the countless times to come.
My ring.
Harry gave you that ring to keep you safe and long-lived. But you were both so arrogant, insisting on courting death.
How do you know my dad gave me this ring?
Since I'm the one who gave it to him, how could I not know? The ring is broken. Now, both of your lives are in God's hands.
Miss Vaughn, please wait. Miss Jenna, she's young and naive. The matron rarely visits, so she misunderstood your identity. Please.
Don't bother pleading for her. Since they're dying anyway, I won't dwell on their words or actions.
Miss Vaughn, well.
Give this letter to Harry. Tell him to come back soon to see them both one last time.
She pulled it right out of her ass. How is this possible? Isn't she Dad's mistress? Who the hell is she?
Jenna, what's up?
Grandma. Miss Vaughn just said that the Porter family heirloom, the wooden protection ring, was given by her, and she even... It's so surreal. Could Miss Vaughn actually be someone really important?
Matron, Miss Jenna. Miss Vaughn is about to leave the Porter house. Don't keep making the same mistake. Master gave orders before leaving. He said, Miss Vaughn has a significant background. She's likely the patron bringing good luck to the Porter family.
Good luck? What do you mean? Explain it to me.
Since Miss Vaughn moved into the Porter house, the company's business has grown overnight. Even.
Grandma, the letter just now was pulled out of thin air.
What? You're saying she even pulled a letter out of her ass? I've seen plenty of women like you, ruthless, specifically targeting divorced men to hook up with. Did I really get it wrong? She isn't the mistress Harry brought home, but his savior? Then the things she said before, wouldn't that mean?
My tea only petitions the heavens for a decree of life or death. Jenna Porter is currently free of illness and misfortune. Since I cannot grant life, I must decree death. Are you certain you want me to? Sentence you all to death?
Petitioning the heavens for a death sentence. That is simply not something a human can do. This is absurd.
Grandma, ever since she served me that tea, first you were injured in the blast, and then my sister-in-law fell to her death. Even the wooden protection ring Dad gave me shattered. What should we do? Could everything that lady said be true?
But it was just a cup of tea. How could it involve life and death? No matter what she says, she is still only human. Jenna, who did you say gave us that heirloom ring?
Miss Vaughn just said that she gave it to the Porter family.
She is lying through her teeth. That ring was passed down from your grandpa to your father. She gave it? How could a girl in her 20s have given it to him? It is not like she could have known your grandpa, who has been dead for 50 years. All that talk about envelopes and death. Sentences is just to scare us.
But Grandma, I saw Miss Vaughn make those things appear with my own eyes. I think she...
Matron, stop stalling. Miss Vaughn is really leaving the Porter family. If she leaves, we won't be able to answer to Master. You should cave in and apologize to Miss Vaughn first. Beg her to stay.
As Harry's mother-in-law, if I cave in and apologize to a junior, wouldn't the whole family be beneath her from now on?
Matron? Hasn't the young madam's fate woken you up yet? Once Miss Vaughn leaves the Porters...
Could she really kill Lily just by banging her head? Who knows what kind of intimidation tactics she used. Fine. Go find her. Tell her that about the tea. I was wrong. Tell her to get back here right now.
Miss.
During my decades of seclusion, the Porter family was wiped out. Have the Thompson, Miller, and Mercer families also reached a dead end? Well, I'll go see you one last time.
Miss Vaughn, Matron said that she was wrong about having you serve tea to Miss Jenna. Please stay.
Our bond has ended. There's no need to stay.
But before Master left for the city, he insisted that.
Ever since Miss Vaughn withdrew from the world, our four families, Mercer, Porter, Thompson, and Miller, have been killed or crippled. Not a single one was spared. My Mercer family has simple-minded descendants. We are facing a dead end. The Porter family, 50 years ago, was wiped out by Victor. Roy Thompson was robbed of his spirit paper, leaving him paralyzed. The Miller family suffered the most. Their family was destroyed, and Donald Miller's legs were injured so badly he can't move. Now, we've been reduced to this. Because of the Nolan family's threats, we can't even help. Sir, can that young lady really handle the Nolan family? The mere Nolan family? Back then, they weren't even worthy to be her servants. If she hadn't been asleep for decades, our 4 families would never have been bullied like this. That's toward Greenhorde. Why is the weather so strange? It's clear for miles, except for the dark clouds over Greenhorde. The clouds are looming, a catastrophe is coming. Such strange activity. Could it be... You mentioned yesterday that a family in the city was wiped out overnight?
It looks like the Barnes family.
50 years ago, Victor annihilated the Porter family at the ship banquet. Could it be that the Miss has returned to avenge the Porter family? It's Mr. Thompson. They're heading toward Greenhorde. Quick, catch up to them. As fellow servants of Miss Vaughn, the chance to see her cannot be snatched away by that old fart.
Miss, will I still be alive on the day I see you again?
Has that Vaughn woman not got her ass back here yet?
Miss Vaughn says. Her ties with the Porter family are severed.
That woman doesn't know what's good for her. Once Harry returns, I'll have to ask him exactly what kind of woman he brought home is.
What? The ambulance was rear-ended? It can't make it? How could you? Quick, get the car ready. Take Grandma and my sister-in-law to the hospital.
Miss Jenna, someone from the Thompson family is here.
The Thompson family? Although the Thompson family is still a prestigious family in the city, they've been on the decline lately. Our Porter family has had great luck lately. With constant collabs. They're probably here to see the Porters, to discuss a collab. Is Mr. Thompson here?
On the way here, I saw that the Porter home was covered in dark clouds. What is going on with the Porters?
It's all because of that Miss Vaughn whom Harry brought home. I only asked her to serve tea and apologize, but she was ungrateful and cursed us.
You forced Miss Vaughn away. And even dared to make her serve tea to Harry's daughter.
Is there a problem with that?
No wonder the Porter family is shrouded in gloom. You guys are literally asking for death. Harry having such a stupid daughter and mother-in-law, it's no wonder his family is falling apart.
Mr. Zach Thompson, the Porter family's business isn't for you to meddle in. Besides, since you're here to discuss a collab with my dad, you shouldn't side with an outsider.
A collab with the Porters? You're not even worthy, you bunch of idiots. Just wait. Within a day, you'll be waiting to keep the young Madame Porter's corpse. Company. Quickly, wheel me out. Go after Miss Vaughn.
You guys have gone too far.
Grandma.
I told you to hurry up. You didn't listen. Now, look what happened. Miss has already left the Porter family. Where am I supposed to go? Miss, it's Miss Vaughn. Hurry, push me over there. Haven't you eaten? Push harder. Get lost. I'll do it myself. Miss, hold up. Wait for me. I'm coming to see you, miss. Miss, just one step away. I was just one step away from seeing her.
Grandpa, didn't you see that just now? She suddenly went out of the picture.
Is that really worth making a fuss about?
Mr. Masa, what are you doing here?
If I hadn't come, how would I have known the news about Miss's emergence? How would I have caught you, you old fart, trying to keep Miss all to yourself? Drop dead.
Let go. Let go, Mercer.
Decades ago, the Porter, Mercer, Thompson, and Miller families were practically one family. How could you go behind my back to see the Miss alone?
Didn't you also sneak to the Porter house behind my back? My legs are crippled, and I lost the spirit paper. Why can't you let me see the Miss first?
For the last 20 years, the Mercer family's descendants have all gone mad or senile. We're about to be completely washed up. Why can't you just give me a break?
If anyone deserves a break, it should be the Millers. They have it worst. Donald Miller is blind and an amputee. He's been reduced to begging for a living. How do you have the nerve to ask me to give the chance to the Mercer family?
The Mercers are in trouble. Let me go first.
I'm crippled. Let me go first.
Grandpa, stop arguing. The miss is already gone.
Then it's first come, first served.
Quickly, check the surveillance near the Porter house. I want to find the miss within a day.
Filthy beggar. How dare you steal food from my dog?
Miss. I might not last until you return. Who are you?
Grant Miller.
Miss? Miss, is it you? Is it really you who returned?
It's only been a few decades, yet the four families have faced nothing but tragedy. You're all torn apart. Grant, how did you end up like this?
Miss, I've failed you. I was useless. I couldn't protect the wealth you entrusted to the Miller family. Shortly after you went away, the Porter family was wiped out. Then the Thompson family was framed by traitors, and I
already know everything about your four families. As for Porter's revenge, I have already avenged him.
You already have? As for Mr. Victor's family, who slaughtered the Porters,
I've called upon heaven and earth to seal their fate. The Barnes family has no survivors.
Victor deserved to die for what he did to the Porters. The Nolan family deserves it even more. Your family destroyed mine and left me fighting dogs for food. Now that you've returned, Miss, the Nolan's karma is finally coming. Miss, you said back then that this celestial drink tasted good. I've always kept it in mind. When the Miller family was seized, I secretly hid a cake of it. I thought, if you ever returned, I could save it for you. Miss, do you think it's dirty? This tea isn't dirty. Every time I went dumpster diving, I made sure to keep it safe.
The celestial tea is worth its weight in gold. It's rare that even in such a dire state, you still have this heart. Since that's the case, stay with me for a few more years. I offer these celestial tea to heaven and earth. May the heavens open your divine eyes. May the earth bestow life.
Miss, I can see now. And my legs. Thank you for granting me life, Miss.
Stand up. Your four clans followed me after all. You deserve a good end. Send word to the Thompson and Nolan families. Tell them to come see me.
Yes, the Nolan family stole the spirit script, leaving me crippled and begging. Now that Miss has returned, it's time to settle this debt.
Mr. Porter, take a look for yourself.
How is it? The surveillance from Mr. Victor's dinner party. Did you manage to pull it up?
Congratulations, Mr. Victor. You've been nominated as the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce. I assume it won't be long.
Before the Barnes family becomes the wealthiest in the state.
At this critical moment, why did the screen suddenly go black?
That day, a lady in a white dress went into the private room. But the strange thing is, the surveillance couldn't capture any footage of her.
Well, what on earth is going on?
Mr. Victor.
As soon as that lady left, the surveillance returned to normal immediately. Mr. Porter, regarding the person you're looking for, I'm afraid I'm powerless to help.
I thought that if the Miss returned to society, the Porter family would be fortunate enough to receive her guidance and restore our former glory. But I didn't expect. Could it be that the Porter family really isn't destined to meet her? Yenna, what is it?
Dad, you need to come to the hospital right now. My sister-in-law is really dead.
She's dead. She's really dead. How is this possible? She just fell and hit her head on the corner of the table. There was only a little blood. How could she be dead?
She suffered a severe blow to the head, resulting in brain hemorrhage. She passed away 3 hours ago. Your test results are in too. You have corneal perforations. Prepare yourself for permanent blindness.
Corneal perforations? I'll never see again.
Mom, Yenna, what on earth happened at home?
Dad, Lily is dead, and Grandma is blind. Also, the wooden ring you gave me for protection has shattered.
What exactly is going on? What about Miss Vaughn? Is Miss Vaughn okay?
Dad, Lily is dead, and Grandma's eyes were injured in the explosion. Yet you're still worried about that Vaughn woman. How can you do this to Mom?
If it wasn't for that mistress of yours and her petty scare tactics, I wouldn't have lit that oil lamp, and I wouldn't have been blinded.
Mistress? Mom, what are you talking about? Miss Vaughn is the one who saved my life. Besides, whatever accidents happened to you have nothing to do with Miss Vaughn.
It's all
because of her. She's after the Porter family's fortune. She ruined Jenna's face. And also, she pushed your daughter-in-law down. She fell and died. We can't let Harry know that I forced Miss Vaughn away. The family still relies on his support.
Impossible. Miss Vaughn has such an extraordinary presence. She would never covet the Porter family's money. What exactly happened at home? Jenna, tell me. Steward, pull up the security feed. Bring it to the hospital, quickly. While I was away these 2 days, you'd better not have pulled any stunts.
The feed? What are we going to do?
Sir, I have the feed here.
Why is the screen black? A black screen? That shouldn't be. Let me look back a bit. Okay.
Jenna, don't cry. Grandma will get you justice. Go ahead and bring that seductress here.
Yes.
How is this possible? The feed where Miss Vaughn appears, why is it all black? The footage where Miss Vaughn appears is also black.
Could it be? That day, there was a young lady in a white dress who went into the private suite. But the strange thing is, the surveillance couldn't capture any images of her at all.
Could it be? The lady grandpa knelt and bowed down to serve. Is Miss Fiona Vaughn?
Sir, before Miss Vaughn left, she asked me to give you this letter.
My master servant bond with the Porter family is over. Watch yourselves.
Master servant bond. Master servant. She's the lady our family's ancestor pledged his loyalty to. I should have known. I should have known sooner. The top-grade imported bird's nest. Miss Vaughn said it was inedible. The priceless Lakeview cloud brocade. She said it was barely passable. Ever since she joined the Porter family, the company has been thriving. Orders haven't stopped coming in. With a benefactor like that, how did I not realize she was the lady the Porter family serves?
Dad, what lady? What are you talking about?
Miss Vaughn is the master. Grandpa was honored to serve decades ago. What?
Miss Vaughn is so young. No, it's impossible.
Tell me, what on earth did you do to Miss Vaughn? How could Miss Vaughn leave a goodbye letter telling me to watch myself?
I didn't do anything.
You, speak up.
Miss Jenna, I told you long ago that you would regret this. Sir, they mistakenly thought Miss Vaughn was your...
You, how dare you go behind my back to humiliate Miss Vaughn like this?
Yenna. I only had her serve Jenna a cup of tea. How is that humiliation? Besides, if she hadn't scarred Jenna for life, would I care about it?
You still dare to make excuses? Harming others only harms yourself. Her being scarred for life was her own fault. Now that you've offended Miss Vaughn, one is dead and one is blind, yet you still don't repent. Do you even know? Miss Vaughn's tea is only served to let heaven and earth decide your fate.
What? Deciding life and death?
The three of you have no sickness or misfortune. Since you can't request life, then she can only request your death. Within a single day, you three dumbasses will surely be dead.
How is that possible? She's not a god. How can offering a cup of tea kill someone? Stop defending her.
Mom, hasn't the death of Jenna's sister-in-law made you wake up and smell the coffee? And you? The wooden protection ring on your hand, before it shattered, didn't it save your life?
Grandma, it seems what Dad said is true. Miss Vaughn is the real deal. What should we do?
While you're still alive, get over there, kneel and beg Miss Vaughn to take it back. Maybe there's still a chance. Otherwise, no one can save you.
But regardless, I'm still your mother-in-law. I'm old enough to be. Miss Vaughn's grandma, if I apologize to her, how will I ever? Show my face again?
Then you can just wait to die.
Hold up, Harry, jeez. If it comes to that, I'll go all out and sacrifice my dignity. I'll pour her tea and apologize. Surely she'll show some respect to an old hag like me.
Dad, I'm coming too. I'll make sure to beg Miss Vaughn for her forgiveness.
If you knew it would come to this, why did you do it in the first place? Hurry and prepare the apology gift for the young lady.
I haven't seen it in a few years. And it's already fallen into such ruin.
After the Miller family fell, all their assets were seized by the Nolan family. Only this estate remains, and it's been seized for auction. But without the Nolan family's approval, no one in the entire city dares to touch it.
The Nolan family?
The ones who wanted to serve you back then, but you rejected them? Decades ago, when you pulled up in Clearwater, you intended to choose a few servants to follow you and manage your assets. Nathaniel Nolan was very capable, and he wanted to serve you as his master. Unfortunately, you rejected him for some unknown reason. In the end, you chose us instead, despite our mediocre talents.
So it was him. He's too arrogant and unfit for any real responsibility. But your four families are indeed far too mediocre and incompetent. Let's go. Go inside and wait for the two of them.
Dad, did you see that? She just waved her hand, and the seal on the door vanished into thin air. And this door, it suddenly opened on its own.
Your grandma might be blind, but I'm not. I can see it. Now, do you still think Miss Vaughn is an ordinary person?
Vanishing into thin air. She actually has such incredible power.
What happened to this person's face? Are you the ones Roy mentioned, descendants of the Porter family? What are you doing here?
I was blind. I failed to recognize your identity, miss. I let these two dumbasses disrespect you. I am Harry of the Porter family. I've come specifically to beg for your forgiveness. Kneel down, now.
I'm an elder, after all. Asking me to kneel is...
Kneeling to me is useless. The lives of those three will be judged by heaven.
Miss Vaughn, when your elders were alive, they were at least old acquaintances. With Harry's grandpa, do you really have to leave us for dead?
You're wrong. Keith Porter and I weren't old acquaintances. He was nothing more than a servant I handpicked back then.
My legs. What did you do to me?
Miss Vaughn is just teaching you how Keith used to speak to her when he was alive. Remember, it was on his knees.
You mean she's the master Keith knelt to? But she only looks about 20.
Miss Vaughn is eternal. Her beauty hasn't changed in 1,000 years. Back then, the Porter family was preyed upon by Victor. Your whole family was wiped out. As soon as Miss Vaughn entered the world, she avenged the Porter family's blood feud. But you all, not only are you ungrateful, you've even repeatedly offended Miss Vaughn. Today, I have to knock some sense into you on Keith's behalf.
I was blind and foolish. I failed to recognize you, miss. I failed my grandfather's request. The Porter family has failed you, miss.
Dad, stop it, Dad. I was the one who was wrong. I'll never again be disrespectful to Miss Vaughn. Miss Vaughn, I was ignorant before. I didn't know who you were. I did things that offended you. I'm apologizing to you now. Please.
When you sent the miss that sulfuric acid cream, you weren't sorry then. When you tore up the spirit paper, you weren't sorry then either. Not until you're about to die. Do you suddenly regret it? If Roy hadn't found out about everything you did, I might have actually believed that you didn't know any better. Get out. Get the hell out.
Mr. Miller, you just mentioned spirit paper. What's spirit paper?
You mean that piece of white paper? It's just a worthless scrap of paper. I'm not even allowed to touch it?
Miss Vaughn was merciful. She intended to grant you a spirit paper before leaving the Porter residence. Unfortunately, your daughter ignored Miss Vaughn's warning and straight up tore it to pieces.
This spirit paper you mentioned, is it the miracle that predicts fortune by simply chanting one's heart's desire?
Correct. Back then, the Thompson family relied on Miss Vaughn's spirit paper to become one of the 3 great families. Then, the spirit paper was seized by the Nolan family. In just a few years, the Nolans became the top family in the East.
Such a miracle exists? Jenna, did you really tear that paper up?
Is what Mr. Miller said actually true?
It was just a blank piece of paper. I thought it was useless, so I tore it up. Dad, I really didn't know it was a spirit paper. Miss Vaughn didn't warn me either.
You're wrong. I did warn you. You were the one who insisted on destroying it. Don't touch anything in the study, especially the sandalwood box. You can't afford the consequences of touching it.
You're still making excuses for yourself? You offended Miss Vaughn, destroyed the spirit paper, and ruined the future of the entire Porter family. How do you still have the nerve to mention the spirit paper?
Miss, after all these decades, I've finally found you. Miller, you're here too.
Miller, during the years you were struggling, it wasn't that we didn't want to help. It's just that the Nolan family put the word out that anyone who dared to help you would be an enemy of the Nolans.
That's right. The Nolan family is now the most powerful family on the East Coast. We simply didn't dare cross them. How are you standing? Weren't you blind and crippled, begging on the streets? You actually managed to get the money for prosthetic eyes and limbs?
Thanks to the miracle Miss Vaughn granted me, I've fully recovered.
A miracle? Does Miss Vaughn really have the power to restore someone's sight? Miss Vaughn, I was wrong to make you serve tea at the Porters. That was my fault. I was ignorant and misunderstood your identity. I'm here, bowing and apologizing to you. Since I didn't actually do anything that bad to you, please show some mercy, restore my sight, and forgive me.
You want your sight back?
Yes. As long as you can heal my eyes, you'll have the final say in the Porter family. I will totally treat you like the precious miss.
When I was at the Porter house, I warned you not to regret it. Begging me now is too late. Your doom has arrived. There's nothing I can do.
Miss Vaughn, they say saving a life is the greatest virtue. You clearly had the ability to save us, but you left us for dead. Aren't you afraid of karma?
Grandma and I made some mistakes. But Miss Vaughn, you weren't actually hurt. There's no need to be so ruthless.
Shut up. Do you have any idea what you're saying?
I'm not wrong. Since she's the master of the Porter family, why can't she just let this go?
You're unrepentant. Whether the two of you live or die is none of my business.
Mom, Jenna.
Harry,
Miss,
I'm asking you, do you know your mistake?
I know my mistake. I thought the two of them would truly repent, but I never expected this. I shouldn't have brought them here. Please punish me, miss.
The sins of those three should have nothing to do with you. Never mind. You shouldn't be dragged down by them. Come here. This protective ring will keep you safe for a lifetime. Consider it a tribute to my bond with your grandfather as master and servant.
Miss.
Go now.
Dad, I'm not leaving. I don't want to just wait for death.
Harry, please beg Miss Vaughn for us. I am your mother-in-law.
Haven't you embarrassed us enough? Let's go.
Dad, I won't leave. I've really learned my lesson, Dad.
If you knew it would end like this. Why didn't you listen to me? Why did you repeatedly offend Miss Vaughn? Jenna, this is all your karma. I was wrong. I shouldn't have brought you to beg Miss Vaughn. Where is my wooden ring? Mom. Jenna.
Grandpa, did you see that? A bolt of lightning suddenly struck them. Then the car just exploded. A fated death. Is this the fated death Miss Vaughn spoke of?
I told you already. Miss Vaughn is an extraordinary master. She's capable of anything, right? Where did they go? Damn it. Those two old farts beat me to it again. What are you standing there for? Hurry up and push me over to Miss. We Thompson, Mercer, and Miller clans welcomes you back, Miss.
Rise. 50 years ago, the debt of blood for Keith's has been settled by me. As for the three of you, is there anything left unfinished?
Miss, I have one piece of unfinished business. 10 years ago, the Nolan family's eldest son, Glenn Nolan, stormed into the Thompson household. He used my only grandson as a threat, forcing me to hand over the incantation paper. No, please, stop hitting him. After Glenn got the spirit paper, he used its mystical powers to seize the businesses you left in my care. He even caused me to be paralyzed. I cannot let this go.
The Nolans destroyed my family, leaving us to beg on the streets. Miss, the jade mines you entrusted to our three families have all been seized by the Nolans.
That damn Nathaniel Nolan, relying on the spirit paper, has now risen to become the most powerful man in the East. I simply cannot stomach this injustice.
The reason I didn't take the Nolans into our service back then was because Nathaniel was too arrogant and obsessive. I never expected they would still end up on such a dark path.
Miss, is something wrong?
Nathaniel died over 10 years ago of a broken heart.
Nathaniel has been dead for a long time. Then, the one coming after us, the Thompson, Miller, and Mercer families, could it be his son, Glenn? Well, why is this happening?
Nathaniel lost the election back then and held a grudge, coming after the three of us. Makes sense. But his son and us, we have no history. Why would he seek payback like this?
Let's go to the Nolan family's place and find out.
Miss, I'm a bit short on cash, but I still have many connections for loans. I took out a loan to get this car for you. Miss, after you.
Liston, you're really losing your touch. Miss is high class. She's far too important to be riding in a car rented on credit. Miss, take mine.
What's wrong with a rental? A rental better shows my devotion. Miss, please take mine.
Devotion, my foot. Step aside if you're broke.
Miss, you should take mine. Take my car.
Take mine.
Take my car.
Everyone, shut up. Let Miss Vaughn take mine.
Careful, Grandpa. Grandpa.
Roy, I know you're anxious, but you don't need to bow so low to us.
You want to serve Miss Vaughn, I can understand that. But your legs are paralyzed, so competing with us really isn't appropriate.
With your legs paralyzed, coming with me to the Nolan family is indeed unsuitable.
Miss Vaughn, though I have trouble moving, it's been a long time since I last followed you.
Then I shall grant you a full recovery.
Heal Grandpa? That's impossible. Grandpa's tendons were severed, and even world-renowned doctors were powerless.
Can Miss Vaughn really make tendons regenerate? Using the bell as a guide, I'll bring a chance of life to the Thompson family. Stand up.
Thank you, miss.
No wonder Grandpa and the others love serving by Mrs. Side so much. This isn't just about service. It's a golden opportunity. No way.
I have to get in on this too.
Zach, you're still young. Competing with us old men for work isn't right, is it?
My dear grandson, your grandpa's legs are all better now. I can stand up, so I don't need you pushing my wheelchair anymore. Go back to the Thompson house.
Grandpa, Miss happens to need a quick and capable young man. I think I'm a perfect fit.
Like hell you are. Now get lost. If you get in Miss's good graces, what's left for us three old farts? Get out of here. Miss, allow me to get the door.
The three branches of the Miller family are at a dead end. Brother, please don't. Keep coming after them, just stop. Ever since you took the Thompson family's spirit paper and suppressed their three families, our Nolan family has relied on our power to foresee fortune and misfortune. In just a few short years, we've risen to become the leading family in the East. But this is all just superficial. Since we got the spirit paper, the Nolan family has faced endless disasters. Our bloodline is dying out. Even my two cousins-in-law, who finally managed to conceive, suffered miscarriages yesterday.
Enough. Those were just coincidences and accidents. They have nothing to do with the paper.
Brother, stop being so delusional. The paper belongs to that lady. If outsiders stain it, they will surely suffer the backlash. Do you really want our bloodline to end before you'll give up?
I don't believe in that nonsense. Katie, have you forgotten how those three families caused Dad to die in misery, unable to even rest in peace?
I consider myself brilliant and exceptionally capable, but she rejected me back then and chose the worthless four families. The four of them were mediocre and incompetent. How were they any better than me? Glenn, I won't accept this. I can't let this go.
Dad. The Miller family, the Thompson family, and the Mercer family. You three families drove my dad to die of resentment. I will never let you off the hook, although I don't understand why Dad was so hung up on that lady until the day he died. I'll make her realize that those three mediocre, incompetent old farts combined are no match for the Nolan family. Her not choosing my dad was her biggest mistake.
But Glenn, the Nolan family is now the top clan in the East. You've already proven the Nolan family is stronger than those three. Just let it go. What if she returns one day?
It's been decades. She hasn't shown her face. She's probably long dead. How could she possibly? What did you say? A mysterious lady rescued Mr. Miller.
Miller, what did they say on the phone?
I put the word out across the 4 eastern states long ago. Anyone who dares to help the Miller family is making an enemy of me. Yet someone was actually blind enough to help him. They're freaking asking for it.
Glenn, I just heard them say on the phone that Mr. Miller was rescued by a mysterious lady. I'm worried it might be...
Impossible. They said on the phone the person who saved Mr. Miller is only in her 20s. The lady Dad has been thinking of would be quite old by now. She'd be in her 70s or 80s.
Glenn, he's gone, so be it. Yeah, no.
What did you say? The city officials are returning the seized Miller estate to that old man. What the hell is going on? The higher-ups replied that it's confidential. The Miller family has already fallen. Is the city office nuts? Why would they return the $100 to $1 million Miller residence? The spirit paper. If I forcibly take back the Miller residence, what will happen?
Glenn, look.
What if I keep suppressing those three families? How is that possible? The Nolan family is so powerful now. Don't tell me we still can't deal with those three miserable old farts.
Glenn, just stop. Let's return the spirit paper to the Thompson family, okay? Stop fighting those three families. Although Dad never told us about that lady's abilities, she's definitely not ordinary.
The four of them are mediocre and incompetent. How are they any better than me? Glenn, I won't accept this. I'm not resigned to this. Only by crushing the three families under my feet and proving to that lady that her choice was wrong will Dad finally rest in peace. Tell me, what do I need to do to make sure those three families never recover? How could this happen? Is it possible that no matter what we do next, we'll always be wrong? Why? Is it because of her? Is the reason I can't keep suppressing those three families? Because the lady who saved Mr. Miller has returned? Is it? Has that lady returned? Spirit paper?
Spirit paper? Why did it suddenly burst into flames? Glenn, could it be that we asked something we shouldn't have?
The spirit paper knows everything in the world. What could be off limits? It's likely the spirit paper has a limit on questions. Once you reach the limit, it burns to ashes.
Is that it? But why do I feel it's related to that lady?
Sir, there are 4 guests at the door.
Who are they?
A lady named Miss Vaughn, and Thompson, Miller, and Mercer, 3 old gentlemen. That Miss Vaughn looks ethereal with a striking presence. Mr. Miller said his legs have already been healed. A striking presence?
I'll see what kind of woman those 3 old men found. I was just thinking how to settle the score with them. I didn't expect them to show up at my door. Show them in.
Miss, it's not even autumn yet. We've walked all this way. And all the plants we've seen are all withered. Even the begonias that bloom year-round are all dead.
Do you know what spirit paper is? A spirit within the paper makes it spirit word. The eldest Nolan son forcibly seized the spirit paper. Every single event predicted comes with a corresponding price. And that price is the vitality of the Nolan family.
In other words, from the moment the Nolans stole the spirit paper, every time they predict their fortune, the Nolan family loses a bit of its life force. I heard rumors
that the Nolan bloodline has been dwindling lately. The babies are either stillborn, or if they are born, they don't live past 3 months. So this was all because of the spirit paper.
Miss, everything was fine a moment ago. Why has the sky over the Nolan estate turned dark?
The spirit paper has self-combusted. The Nolan family's life force is severed. If no one intervenes, the Nolan clan will face total annihilation within 3 days.
These begonias, weren't they dead? Miss Vaughn, the 3 of you, the head of the family says he wants you to come over.
Brother, the paper predicted the outcome. Let's stop now.
The Thompson and Mercer families are already facing ruin. Mr. Miller is even maimed. There's no point anymore. It's still not enough. Before he died, Dad's biggest regret was that these 3 mediocre men won that lady's favor only when they've suffered enough. Can it be proven that she made the wrong choice? So it's you. You saved that old blind man. You're Mr. Miller? Weren't you blind, and hadn't your legs been amputated? How are you standing up?
You Nolan brat. My sight is restored, and my legs have regrown. Sorry to disappoint you.
Sight restored and legs regrown? How is that possible?
Since I'm back, nothing is impossible.
Just who is she? How can she speak so arrogantly?
You Nolan brat. Our 3 families had no grudge against you. Why would you harm me, ruin my family, blind me, and leave me crippled? What are you talking about? After the Miller family fell, you seized the Miller family's assets. You staged the car accident that cost me my legs. You dare say that wasn't your doing?
I did seize the Miller assets, but the car accident? I wouldn't stoop to playing dirty. No wonder Dad said you were mediocre and incompetent. You can't even tell the difference from an accident. That lady's taste was truly terrible.
Quit.
Do you think she chose wrong?
Wasn't she? My dad was brilliant. He had a unique vision. How was he any less than those 3? He controlled all the jade mines in the East. He possessed the spirit paper that predicts the future. Plus, all 3 of them couldn't beat the Nolan family.
So, you're bitter.
How could I not be? My dad died never understanding where he went wrong. Then let me tell him he didn't lose. It was that lady who was short-sighted.
How dare you? You dare disrespect the miss?
So everything you've done was to prove she was wrong.
I'll make that lady regret not choosing the Nolan family. I'll make her realize it was her biggest mistake. You know these 3 families are my enemies. Yet you dare bring them to the Nolan estate.
Since I am the miss of their 3 clans, naturally I'm here to settle their scores.
You? You're the miss of their 3 families? What an intense presence. But the miss of their 3 families? How could she be so young? You think that finding some random girl to pose as her is enough to scare me?
Pose? Kid, I suggest you look closely and see the truth. This is the lady your dad begged on his knees to serve all those years ago. If you return the assets of our 3 families, give them back. Break your own legs and beg the lady for forgiveness while you still can.
Otherwise, the Nolan family will be facing a catastrophe.
Return the assets of your 3 families.
Correct. Otherwise, the Nolans. Interesting. That lady must be at least 70 or 80 years old by now. If you're going to find a phony, you should at least find someone who looks the part. How stupid.
Glenn, Mr. Miller was blind and crippled yesterday, but today he seems like a completely normal person. This Miss Vaughn might actually be the real deal.
She's just putting on a show. You're letting some prosthetics fool you? I don't believe for 1 second that anyone in this world can actually regenerate limbs. Someone, get in here.
You're just asking for it.
Did you really think finding someone to impersonate that lady would scare me? Too bad. I wasn't born yesterday. How dare you try to con me? You've really got the balls. You lot. Except for this female, break the other's legs, sever their tendons, throw them out of the Nolan estate.
My leg.
Could it be that I am dreaming? Glenn. She just flicked a drop of tea, and he went flying. Is she the one Dad mentioned? How did she...
Even do that mystic art? You. Who exactly are you?
I am the Lord of the 3 clans and the chosen one, Fiona Vaughn.
You really are. No? Decades have passed. How could your appearance not have changed at all?
How ignorant. Miss Vaughn is ageless. Forget just decades. Her face won't change in 10,000 years.
I don't believe it. She has been out of the picture for decades. She didn't return when the Miller family fell. Why would she suddenly pull up now? You claim to be Miss Vaughn. How can you prove it?
Prove it?
That old fart beat me to it again.
But I don't need to prove anything to you. I only need to make you bow down.
Glenn. Back off. Everyone back off. Glenn, stop making this mistake.
Isn't she the one in the wrong? Ms. Vaughn, when you rejected my dad back then, did you consider those three are all fuck-ups?
Your father was indeed very capable, but he was too arrogant. He couldn't handle failure. Back then, I simply refused to take him on as a servant. He started to hold a grudge.
Why? Miss, I was clearly better than them in every way. Why was I the only one not chosen? Miss, clearly.
You may leave.
You'll regret this.
So what? The Nolan family's status is now many times stronger than theirs. Why are you still unwilling to admit
That you were wrong. You aren't better than them. You're just more ruthless than they are.
I'm just more ruthless? Hand over the spirit paper, and I'll let your grandson go. So it turns out, after everything I've done, it only proves I'm ruthless. Was I really wrong?
It's not too late to realize your mistake. Because of you, the Nolan family is about to face total destruction.
What do you mean?
The Nolan family, these past few years, haven't the plants withered and the children died off? Every child born doesn't live past 3 months.
How do you know that?
It's the price being extracted from the Nolan family because of the spirit paper. Every time you use it for divination, it drains the life force of the Nolan family. Now that the spirit paper has self-combusted, the members of the Nolan pack are doomed.
Glenn, I told you that wasn't something to mess with. I know. Miss Vaughn, your abilities are extraordinary. Please, Miss Vaughn, save the Nolan family. Glenn, Miss Vaughn even knew the spirit paper would self-combust. How long are you going to stay this stubborn? Glenn, even if not for the family, you should think of your month-old son, who was just diagnosed with leukemia.
Please, Miss Vaughn. Save the lives of the Nolan pack. I know my crimes are unforgivable. But the Nolan family and my son are innocent. I'm willing to return all the assets of the three families and pay with my life. I beg Miss Vaughn to spare their lives.
Pay with his life? Is Glenn serious? Is he really willing to die?
The family shouldn't suffer for his sins, though he's a bit ruthless. He never used any dirty tricks against us. Maybe we should just let it go? Miss, I actually think it's enough if he's the only one who dies.
I ruined the Thompson family. Why is he still speaking up for me? Is he a fool?
Whoever made the mistake should bear the consequences. What do you think, Miller?
I'll do whatever you say, miss.
But whether the Nolan family lives or dies has nothing to do with me. Though you took the wrong path, you shouldn't have to bear the consequences of your family's destruction. Then I will take your life in exchange for your family's safety.
Thank you for granting my wish, miss.
That must be Mr. Thompson. How dare those three families show up?
Who exactly is this woman? She certainly has quite an influence.
Since everyone is here, I have an announcement to make. I've decided to give half of the Nolan family's assets entirely to Miss Vaughn.
Masa? You're giving half the Nolan assets to this woman?
We worked so hard to become the top family in the East. With just one decision, you're giving away half the estate? On what grounds? I don't agree. Right, we don't agree.
You don't agree? Then prepare to die.
You know the state of the Nolan family these past few years. You all know it in your hearts. The family's vitality is gone. Our legacy is practically at an end. Miss Vaughn is extraordinary. If we return the assets, she will step in to save the lives of the Nolan clan.
You want to give our assets to this woman in your dreams.
Why are you here instead of Elle? Ooking after Benji?
If I hadn't come, how would I have known you decided to hand over all the Nolan family assets To your mistress behind my back?
Mistress? Master, what is the meaning of this?
What nonsense are you talking? This is Miss Vaughn. Dad was always thinking about it before he died.
Always thinking about the Nolan family bloodline, right? Glenn, just because our son was diagnosed with a terminal illness, you couldn't wait to bring her into this house, could you? Is she pregnant? Is that why you brought her back?
Grace, please stop talking. Miss Vaughn is someone of great importance. She's the benefactor who's here to save the Nolan family. You mustn't offend her.
What benefactor? She demands more than half of the Nolan family estate. She's clearly just a woman you've been keeping on the side. Even you are helping your brother hide this from me, aren't you? Someone of importance? She looks like she's barely 20 years old. I'd like to ask her how she plans to save the Nolan family. I don't think she's here to save anyone. He's using your son's terminal diagnosis, since the boy is dying, to snatch the inheritance instead.
Shut your mouth.
Glenn, are you just going to stand there? Do you want me to do this myself? You hit me.
If you ever dare to be disrespectful to Miss Vaughn again, it won't be me hitting you next time. Honey, listen to me. The spirit paper has burned. The Nolan family's life force is severed. Our son is only a month old, but he's already facing a dead end. If I atone for my sins with my life and hand over half of our assets, Miss Vaughn will save the lives of the Nolan clan. Believe me.
You're giving more than half of the Nolan family's assets all to her, and you're going to die to atone for it? Do you think I'm an idiot?
Grace, all of this is true. Ever since my brother brought the spirit paper back to the Nolan house, every plant in the estate has been drained of its life force and withered away. The Nolan family has many members, yet conceiving is nearly impossible. In recent years, any child of the Nolan bloodline simply never survives. As of now, only Miss Vaughn can save the Nolan family. And then there's Mr. Miller. Grace, you know Mr. Miller. His legs were amputated after a car accident, but now he's just like any normal person. Miss Vaughn was the one who cured him.
He's definitely Mr. Miller. When the Miller family was being liquidated, I saw him then.
But the ability to regenerate limbs is something I've never heard of.
What limb regeneration? It's just a fake prosthetic. What savior of the Nolan family? It's clear to me she's just a woman using a pregnancy to force her way into the family. My son and I aren't dead yet. Don't even think about scamming us.
Nonsense.
My legs. You. What did you do to me?
Since Glenn can't make you shut up, I'll just have to do it myself. The pain of a broken leg should help clear your head.
Off. Let go.
He can even do that? Damn old fart. He's leveled up.
You. Who exactly are you?
Miss Vaughn can command life and death. You must be blind. To dare use such foul language to insult her.
How can this be? Is it really because I'm being too paranoid postpartum?
Grace, I warned you about this. Miss Vaughn, my sister-in-law has been under a lot of stress lately. She didn't mean to offend you.
The Nolan family's fate had nothing to do with me. It was your master who offered his life to apologize, begging me to save you all. Since you're not showing enough sincerity and can't part with your material wealth, then the Nolan family will be left to their fate.
You brought this on yourselves.
There's no saving you now.
Just wait for the end, all of you.
Glenn, what should we do? Miss Vaughn is leaving.
Miss Vaughn. Please, Miss Vaughn, wait. This Nolan brat.
He actually did it.
Glenn is willing to atone with my life. Please, Miss Vaughn. Give the Nolan family another chance.
Master!
Everyone, stay back. The Nolan family is facing total destruction. Miss Vaughn has the power of asking the heaven and earth over life and death. If she leaves the Nolan family today, the Nolan family will surely perish.
Master, please stop talking. We believe you.
If you really trust me, surrender half the assets of the 3 clans. After I'm gone, treat Ms. Vaughn with the utmost respect. I know that ever since you became pregnant, you've been constantly suspicious. But you shouldn't gamble with the Nolan family's survival. Everything I've done was for the Nolan family and our son.
Master.
Say no more. I believe you. I believe you now. Miss Vaughn, I was too suspicious. I've offended you. I beg your forgiveness.
Begging me is useless. The lives of the Nolan family will be judged by heaven.
Miss Vaughn, please stay. The Nolan family will pay any price. I beg for your mercy. Save the lives of the Nolan pack. Save my 1-month-old son's life. I beg of you.
I beg you to stay, Miss Vaughn. Save the Nolan family.
If the Nolan family's mistakes can't be atoned for by my brother's life, then I'm willing to die to make amends. I only ask, Miss Vaughn, that you give the Nolan family a chance to make things right.
Very well, I'll stay for 2 more days. If the Nolan family is truly repentant, I'll save the lives of the Nolan pack. But if you're ungrateful again, then you're on your own.
Thank you for your mercy, Miss Vaughn.
Katie, I will take responsibility for the mistakes I've made. From now on, the Nolan family is in your hands. You must protect the Nolan family. Protect Benji.
Glenn.
Master?
The position of head of the Nolan family will be taken over by me. From now on, the Nolan family must prioritize Miss Vaughn. Someone take my brother away. Let him rest in peace. Miss Vaughn, please take the seat of honor. I now announce that half of the Nolan assets will be returned to Miss Vaughn. Does anyone in the family object? Since there are no objections, Steward, handle the transfer paperwork immediately. Miss Vaughn, the assets of the 3 families have been fully returned by the Nolan family. During your stay with the Nolan family, is there anything else you require?
Years ago, I kept a little pet. He found the light too harsh. I heard the Nolan family possesses an East Lake pearl. I'll give it to him for light at night.
Yes, sir. Go to the vault. Retrieve the pearl. Deliver it to Miss Vaughn.
That night pearl is worth a fortune. She's actually using it as a nightlight for her pet. What kind of pet is so precious?
Watch your tongue.
I wonder if Miss Vaughn has any further requests.
The quality and color are barely acceptable. I'll just use it to embellish my shoes.
This is Imperial Green Jadeite. She's actually using them to decorate her shoes. What a total waste.
Does Miss Vaughn have any other requests? Please, feel free to ask.
In that case, prepare 10,000 sheets of rice paper. Have the Nolan Pack members handwrite prayers on every single sheet. Deliver them to me within 2 days. Can you manage that?
10,000 sheets? Setting aside the cost of the paper, which is worth its weight in gold? How can we finish 10,000 so quickly?
If she requested it, there must be a reason.
We can do it. Rest assured, Miss Vaughn. The Nolan family will get it done.
Miss Nolan, it's been a whole day. I've only written this much. 10,000 copies. How long will this take? Is Miss Vaughn making things difficult for us?
I don't want to hear this kind of talk a second time. If you guys initially weren't down for returning half of the Nolan family's assets and offended Miss Vaughn, she wouldn't be testing the Nolan family's sincerity.
Miss Vaughn said the bird's nest soup sent over was unpalatable. She assumes the servants don't know how to prepare it, hearing that you are meticulous. She wants you to brew a bowl yourself.
Then I'll head to the kitchen and personally brew bird's nest soup for Miss Vaughn.
Miss Nolan. Beside Miss Vaughn, those 3 elders with Miss Vaughn also said their legs are sore, and they want some family members to give them a massage.
What did you say? Give them a massage?
Did those 3 say who they wanted to go?
They said they saw the young master yesterday was full of energy. His pressure should be just right. They requested that the young master go.
They've gone way too far. I'm a young master of the Nolan family, and they're actually making me give them massages. I won't do it.
If you aren't down for it, then just wait for Miss Vaughn to leave in disappointment, and let the whole Nolan family rot with you.
Fine, as long as I can change the Nolan family's fate, I can suck it up for now, but I'm a young master of the Nolans, not some massage boy. Especially since I'm massaging those 3 old farts. If Miss Vaughn asked, fine. But what right do they have? I'd rather die. Done. Go. Mr. Miller, is the pressure okay?
A little harder. Yesterday in the front hall, you were shouting your disagreement so loudly. Why are you so weak now that you're rubbing feet?
This snow lotus looks just like one from the Thompson family collection.
This is what Mr. Zach Thompson sent. He heard Miss Vaughn lost her appetite, so he stewed this snow lotus and brought it over personally.
He even said it was for you, too.
What did you say? My grandson is here. He even went to butter Miss Vaughn up. That brat. I'm not dead yet. How could it be your turn to compete with me for Miss Vaughn?
What did he just say?
A crazy kid from the Thompson family is here. Hurry. Don't even think about stealing her from me.
What happened? Mr. Miller, your shoes.
Miss Miller, I heard you weren't fond of the food at the Nolan house. So I personally stewed some snow lotus. I brought it for you to try. Miss, be careful, it's hot.
That's very thoughtful of you. It's not bad.
It figures she is satisfied with me. I might actually get promoted to servant. Miss, actually, I think Grandpa and the others are getting slow. Plus, they're getting on in years. It's about time for them to enjoy their retirement. Minor things like serving you should be left to someone like me, young, strong, and full of energy.
You little brat. What did you just say? That I'm slow?
You say I'm getting old?
Listen, Zach, we're only in our 60s. We're still going strong. It's the perfect age to serve Miss Vaughn. A clumsy young man. Like you shouldn't be hanging around Miss Vaughn.
Grandpas, you should leave the opportunities to the youth. I think Miss Vaughn needs someone exactly like me.
My dear grandson, your grandpa is fit and healthy. I can serve Miss for another 50 years. Miss, my grandson is having a seizure. I will take him back now.
A seizure?
Miss, it's a chronic issue. He'll be fine with some medicine. No need for treatment.
Grandpa, what are you talking about? I don't have seizures.
You little brat, don't think I don't know what you're planning. Trying to push your grandpa out to be her servant? Fat chance.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about the seizure. We'll handle it.
Miss Vaughn, this is my first time making bird's nest soup. If it's not to your taste, I'll make another bowl.
There's no need to brew another batch. This yard is desolate. The plants have withered. There's no scenery to enjoy. So play some music for my entertainment.
Yes. Someone come here. Bring the zither from my study.
Miss, your hand was just burned in the kitchen, so you can't play anymore.
Continue. Keep playing.
Miss Nolan just burned her hand in the kitchen. Her hand will be ruined if she keeps playing.
As the current head of the Nolan family, she should let me see her sincerity in wanting to change the Nolan family's destiny. Leave us.
Miss Nolan, look!
Glenn handed the Nolan family over to you. He didn't choose the wrong person. He was quite sincere. I will take matters into my own hands to change the Nolan family's destiny.
Thank you, Miss Vaughn, for letting go of the past to save the lives of the Nolan family.
Go prepare.
Glenn, I did it. I've received Miss Vaughn's forgiveness. We can save the Nolan family now. Hurry and notify the relatives to gather in the front hall. Miss Vaughn is going to help the Nolan family survive this crisis.
Yes.
Katie, did Miss Vaughn really promise to help the Nolan family? My son is finally saved.
Are the 10,000 rice papers I asked your relatives to write ready yet?
Miss Vaughn, they're all ready. These were all written by the relatives themselves.
The Nolan family's life force has run out. To escape this fatal curse, you must sincerely petition the heavens. These 10,000 petitions are only the first step.
Miss Vaughn, please explain.
Second, you must collect the fingertip blood of every family member to make 3 petition incense sticks.
Yes.
Third, you must prepare 3 bottles of century-old spiritual dew. They must be exactly 100 years old. Even one day less will not do. Tomorrow is the day the Nolan family will face your end. You must have them ready within the day.
The 3 incense sticks are easy to make. But that spiritual dew is condensed from century-old Ganodenma liquid. It's a treasure that elite families use to cling to life. This spiritual dew is indeed hard to find.
Miss Vaughn, rest assured. The Nolan family will do everything in our power. Send the word out. At any cost, find that century-old spiritual dew. Grace, how is it? Are the 3 petition incense sticks ready? Now, all that's left are the 3 bottles of century-old spiritual dew. They've all been collected. Good.
Miss Nolan, Miss Vaughn wants to see you.
Grace, those 3 bottles of spiritual dew have arrived. I'll need you to go and receive them.
Be careful. Get the spirit dew to Miss Vaughn.
Madame, something's wrong.
What's up?
Benji is burning up. His mouth is bleeding. It looks like he won't make it.
His condition is flaring up. Why does it have to be right now? The spirit dew is all here. Miss Vaughn is about to change. The Nolan family's fate is my son? You said before. What does spirit dew do?
It's used to keep a dying person alive during an emergency.
Right now, Benji is in his most critical state.
Madame, all the spirit dew we could find in the East is right here. And the one-day deadline Miss Vaughn gave us is up.
I know what's at stake. Go get the doctor to check on him. We can't let anything happen to Benji. Go check on Katie. I'll take the spirit dew to Miss Vaughn. I'll beg her to take matters into her hands sooner. But Benji is my only child. He's only a month old. How can I take that risk? I'll just use a little. Just a tiny bit. It won't affect anything.
The young master is out of danger.
I'm just glad Benji is safe. Thank God.
Miss Vaughn.
Is everything I asked for ready?
Everything is ready. Bring the items in.
Since everything is ready, let's begin. Everyone from the Nolan pack, stand behind me. Close your eyes and bow your heads. Do not look up.
Yes. Do as she says.
Focus on your prayers. Burn these thousands of petitions.
Yes.
I only gave Benji a drop of spiritual dew to keep him alive. Just a tiny bit. It shouldn't cause any problems.
We burn incense in respect. We offer spiritual dew to the heavens. With sincerity as our guide, we ask the way of heaven to grant the Nolan pack a path to life. We ask the Lord to grant our pack survival.
What's going on? Why is there a lightning strike?
What's wrong with Miss Vaughn? Why is the incense two short and one long? Well,
the Nolan family isn't showing proper respect or sincerity. When asking the heavens to change fate, the century-old spiritual dew was diluted with tap water. By offering this to the heavens, it's like you're afraid you won't die soon enough.
What? The century-old spiritual dew was watered down?
They probably won't notice.
You're the one who touched the spiritual dew.
I didn't mean to. Benji suddenly got sick. It was an emergency. He's still so young. I was afraid he wouldn't make it until Miss Vaughn could help. So I gave him 1 drop of the spiritual dew to keep him alive. I really didn't think it through.
Grace, how could you touch the spiritual dew? You've put the lives of the whole Nolan family at risk.
I only used a drop. I thought it wouldn't matter.
Just 1 drop?
1 sip. I only took 1 sip. Miss Vaughn, I was just worried about Benji. I didn't think the consequences would be this serious. Please, find another way. Save the Nolan family.
I beg you, Miss Vaughn. Think of something. Save the Nolan family.
Time and time again. Does the Nolan family think defying fate is a joke? I've already given you chances. The survival of the Nolan family is now beyond my power.
Miss Vaughn, I truly realize my mistake. Please wait, Miss Vaughn.
It's all your fault. If it weren't for you selfishly touching the spirit dew, Miss Vaughn wouldn't have abandoned the Nolan family. It's all your fault.
I really didn't mean to. I didn't think it through.
You're the disgrace of the Nolan family. Why don't you just die?
I'm sorry, Glenn. I'm sorry. I couldn't protect the Nolan family. Miss Vaughn.
You still want to beg me?
You've already given the Nolan family a chance. We just didn't know how to treasure it. I no longer have the face to ask you to stay. I'm here, kneeling to thank you for your grace, and to bid you farewell.
The Nolan family is beyond saving. Within a day, a catastrophe will strike. But you? Never mind. This wooden protection ring, I'll give it to you and your nephew. Keep it on you at all times. It will keep you both safe and healthy.
Thank you, miss.
Now for a bizarre news report. Last night, the Nolan family of the East, all 53 members, died in a series of accidents. Only Miss Nolan, the heiress, and the month-old young master dodged a huge blow.
Dad, I think I finally understand why, after being rejected by Miss Vaughn, you died of a broken heart. To be her slave, what an honor that would be.
The protection ring. Masa, is it you who's returned?